In order to split the cases, we've got to take the alternator off because there's some case bolts behind it. So to do that, I'm just going to pop all these bolts loose and take them out. Alright, the alternator is a permanent magnet alternator, so this cover is held on with by magnetism. So it doesn't want to pull off real easily. So what we want to do is pry it gently and scotch it. Alright, so once it's a little bit loose, it pulls right off, but it wants to stay on. So there's the alternator. And there's a washer here. This washer is for one of the starter gears. This washer is going to go on that shaft, but we're going to take that stuff out. So to take the alternator off, we've got the crank stop bolt in, and we've got this 30mm socket, and I broke this loose before we started the video, and this nut is held on with a lock washer as well as Loctite. So this nut comes off, and there's the end of the crankshaft. Now we've got this special tool. This is really the only special tool you need. This is the BMW alternator rotor puller, and I think it also works on some different Japanese bikes. It's a car tool number 125510. So the way it works is you back the puller bolt out and you screw it on the alternator. Back the puller bolt out some more. Screw it on the alternator. Okay, and then that's all there is to it. Now the alternator rotor is loose. Okay, so we're going to take the tool off. Alright, and now we're going to deal with the starter gears. So you want to make sure, it's like everything has to come off at the same time. The alternator has a Sprague clutch, and this is what enables the starter to spin the crank, but the crank doesn't spin the starter. And then these guys all come off pretty much at once, since there's gears behind the gears. And you want to make sure that you have all your spacers and washers and things carefully laid out so you get it back on there right.